National Virtual Moot Court Competition and the other dignitaries. Honorable Sri Justice Pradeep Kumar Srivastava sir is a leading legal luminary and is very well known as Professor Judge among the legal fraternity because he was very closely associated with the JTRI and he has a huge command over the legal intricacies and constitutional nuances. We are privileged to welcome your lordship in the annual session, and we are thankful for your valuable time and guidance. Honorable Shri P.K. Gupta, Chancellor Shahada University, is a well-renowned visionary and the leading educationist. It is his dream of making Shahada University a global university, setting high standards in the field of higher education. Effective mentoring and community connect program are the main emphasis of Honorable Chancellor Sir in order to ensure holistic development of the student. He is always believing in giving autonomy to the faculty, and we are thankful for all his valuable guidance and mentorship. Honorable Pro Chancellor Shri Y.K. Gupta sir is always encouraging and supportive in our all academic endeavors and inspires to make all out efforts for the excellence in the academic field. Thank you very much, sir, for being always there for us. Professor Shivaram Khara, Vice Chancellor Sharda University, is the leading academic administrator with a very impressive record of achievements to his credit. And here I would like to submit that recently, on 14 May 2020, QS Ranking has awarded Sharda University with QS iGauge E-Learning Excellence Award for academic digitization to conduct online teaching learning under his able leadership. Sir, thank you very much for your dynamic leadership. Learned Shri P.K. Malhotra sir, he is former Secretary Ministry of Law and Justice and is very well known in the legal as a legal luminary, and he has made remarkable contribution in the field of alternate dispute resolutions, especially arbitration. And he is always there to guide us with his innovative ideas. And he was for more than 3 years law secretary, and he has a very huge experience on back of him, and we are benefited hugely by your valuable guidance, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Sharda University School of Law organizes every year Anand Swarup Gupta Memorial National Moot Court Competition, and in the memory of respected father of Chancellor sir and co-chancellor sir. He was a renowned philanthropist and well known for his humility and invaluable service to the society, especially women empowerment and girls education. This year also we had planned for National Moot Court Competition in the third week of March, in which more than 60 teams had registered from all over India, but it had to be postponed due to COVID-19 lockdown. During lockdown, Sharda University conducted 100% online classes, quizzes and webinars. Thereafter, the Moot Court Society of School of Law planned for virtual moot court competition in the month of April 2020. In moot competition, a hypothetical legal proposition is given to the students who prepare the submissions on the legal issues, both from the appellant and defendant side in a appellate court. It was indeed a daunting task to plan and execute for the first time the national level virtual moot court at a very short notice. But I must congratulate the Moot Court Society, faculty and student for such a wonderful event. And so far in India, very few national virtual moot court competition have been organized. And I was Googling for the details. I could count only 5 virtual moot court competitions so far. As it is a very new concept, and any new concept takes some time before it flourishes. So I am very thankful for the hard work of faculty and student who have ensured that we conduct this and we keep our student engaged fruitfully. This national virtual moot court competition shall provide a platform for tech-savvy law students to showcase their mooting skills via video conferencing, which is going to be a new normal. We are seeing that Supreme Court and High Court are also conducting only video conferencing and everything is online. So in this new setup, those who are tech-savvy, they are very comfortable, and those who are not tech-savvy are finding it very difficult. So I'm sure future belongs to tech-savvy legal professionals. With these words, I, on my own behalf and on behalf of the management, faculty, non-teaching staff, students, and participants, once again express our deep gratitude to the honorable dignitaries, Honorable Justice Pradeep Kumar Srivastava, for his precious time and gracing the occasion. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I would like to request Professor P.K. Malhotra. Sir was former Secretary, Ministry of Law and Justice and Distinguished Professor, School of Law. Sir, please.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Justice Pradeep Kumar Srivastav, Honorable Judge, Allahabad High Court, Mr. P.K. Gupta, Chancellor, Sharda University, Shri Y.K. Gupta ji, Pro-Chancellor, Sharda University, Professor Sibaram Khara, Vice Chancellor, Sharda University, my esteemed friend and colleague, Professor Pradeep Kulshrestha, Dean, School of Law, faculty members, distinguished participants in this webinar, judges of the moot court competition, and my dear students. I consider it to be a privilege to be associated with the first Anand Sarup Memorial Virtual National Moot Court Competition. I think COVID-19 has given this opportunity to all of us to hold this virtual moot court. This is an opportunity which has come to us in a crisis. Of course, nobody is happy with the COVID-19 situation, but this COVID-19 situation is making us more tech savvy. We are holding our classes through video conferencing, and Sharda University School of Law in this particular area is taking lead. As Professor Kulshrestha has mentioned, that we are holding an Ansarup Gupta Memorial Lecture. Almost 5 moot courts have been held so far, and this time it could not be held because of the lockdown declared by the government of India and because of the COVID situation. So that is why the School of Law thought of, with the help of the management, thought of going for the first virtual national moot court competition, which is rare, as Professor Pradeep Kulshrestha himself has mentioned, that very few universities have done it. But in the School of Law, we are ensuring that neither the education is affected, nor the normal activities which were being conducted by the School of Law are adversely affected because of this situation. And Justice, probably it will be heartening to know that during the last about 2 years' time, we have held more than 20 webinars rather. Now I mean new terminology, and which is a new normal. Conducting webinar is a new normal. I think it is better to conduct it and get best out of the participants in webinar, because they have not to spend time on travel and other activities, and they can participate in the webinar sitting either in their office or sitting in the comfort of their homes. And we in the Sharda University are taking maximum advantage of it. Now, coming to the mooting, my dear students, all of those who are participating and who know it very well, they know it that mooting is not the same as public speaking or debating, although it shares some common elements of these activities. Mooting is a specialized application of the art of persuasive advocacy. It enables the students to engage with and deeply think about legal issues. It enhances their advocacy, skill research, as well as writing skill, and it demonstrates interest in advocacy and competency as an advocate to prospective employers. I think the law firms also get benefited, and those who participate more and more in the moot courts generally get better opportunity for placement in leading law firms. Now, legal employers, particularly law firms, prefer students who have participated in moot court, and mooting also adds value to the students who are interested in court practice as a career. Therefore, Sharda University, this time, because this is the first virtual moot court, we have decided to allow about 21 universities to participate in this moot court. I'm happy that we have got many serving and retired judges, as well as leading practitioners who will be acting as judge for it. And in the final round, that will be day after tomorrow, we are going to have another Supreme Court judge, Honorable Justice from the Supreme Court, who will be guiding us and giving his words of wisdom to all the participants of the webinar as well as those who are participating in the moot court. Best of luck to all the students, and once again compliment to the team for organizing this first virtual moot court through this webinar. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. I would now request Professor Sibaram Khara, Vice Chancellor, Sharda University. Sir, please.
Thank you. Very good morning.
Thank you.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
So, chief guest of the event, Honorable Sri Justice Pradeep Kumar Srivastava, Judge, Allahabad High Court, Honorable Sri P.K. Gupta ji, Chancellor, Sharda University, and Honorable Sri Y.K. Gupta ji, Pro Chancellor, Sharda University, Professor P.K. Malhotra ji, former Secretary, Ministry of Law and Justice, Government of India, Professor Pradeep Kulshrestha, Dean, School of Law, distinguished guests, faculty members, students, ladies and gentlemen. A heartiest welcome to Anand Sarup Gupta Memorial, first virtual National Moot Court Competitions organized by School of Law, Sharda University. Sharda University effectively engaged students during lockdown periods, and several hundreds of online programs related to knowledge, skills, workshops, training and competitions are organized for the students and faculty members as well. We seamlessly continued, as Professor Kulshrestha told, the online teaching, learning, mentoring, virtual lab experiments, internship projects, quizzes, assignments, creating digital materials and question banks, conducting online assessment and evaluations. Sharda University, specifically the Sharda School of Medical Science, is playing a prime role in fight against COVID-19. The entire medical and allied schools, including doctors, nurses, staffs, are on duty round the clock to serve the community during this pandemic. So it is a great service to the nation, and it is also a great moment for Sharda University to have ranked among the top 12 universities during this COVID-19 in India to receive the QS IAS E-Lead certificate for excellent IT support, effective engagement of the students, faculty, conducting online teaching, learning, and adopting best practices during this lockdown period. So it is heartening to see that Sharda University School of Law is organizing series of awareness, quizzes, and moot court competitions in order to ensure the quality teaching learning. And I will mention here that this is the only schools which has organized large number of events in this Sharda University during this COVID-19 lockdown period since 17 March. Students are participating from all parts of India, and it will give opportunity to the students to improve their legal writing, legal research, and oral advocacy in competitive environment, which will prepare them for a competitive world. I am quite sure that students will be benefited to enhance their skills in legal writing courses that will culminate in writing the moot court brief and conducting a moot court oral argument, and it will teach them to think like a lawyer. I am also sure that students will also enhance their important skills like starting an argument with conclusions, differentiating fact from the opinion, and organizing a legal argument by the issue rather than too much exploring onto the facts. Since COVID-19 has satire almost every aspect of human and economy, I wish to put few points for the students in this forum. One side, we have seen that there is a need to maintain the safety and security of the society and nation as a whole from the threat of the COVID-19. But other side also, the human rights and right to livelihood is a great concern. So what will be the trade-off, legal trade-off and balance between these two aspects? My other point will be, what will be the legal stand for insurance policies taken by the companies to cover loss arising due to certain unforeseen circumstances in their business? Will COVID-19 legally cover these under these policies? So that is also a burning topic now. So anyway, I wish that these 2 to 3 day long national moot court competitions will add values to the knowledge and skills of the participants, and I wish them all the very best for the grand success of the events. Once again, I welcome all the dignitaries. My heartiest congratulations to the organizers as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, do we have our Pro Chancellor, sir, with us? Sir?
Shri Y.K. Gupta, sir, I saw.
sir?
Sir, Chancellor sir is also online, sir.
And
Pro Chancellor sir is online.
Chancellor sir is there online.
okay, sir.
I think Aishwarya, you can request Chancellor sir to say what.
I would now like to request Honorable Shri P.K. Gupta, sir, Chancellor, Sharda University.
Mike.
मैम माइक म्यूट है सबका.
सर माइक आपका म्यूट है सर, अनम्यूट कर दीजिए माइक को प्लीज. सर आपका माइक म्यूट है, उसको काइंडली अनम्यूट कर दीजिए सर.
Good morning to all.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
We have our Honorable Pro Chancellor, sir.
Good mornings to all.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. You can
It's a
start
great
with
pleasure.
Pro Chancellor.
It's a great pleasure that Sharda University is organizing School of Law, the first virtual moot court competition. And we have with us as the Chief Guest Pradeep Kumar Srivastava. I once again welcome you, sir. Sir, always you are the guiding factor to School of Law. Whenever we require your services, always been given by you. Professor P.K. Malhotra, he is one of the guiding force to run and manage a School of Law. And as being said by Professor Pradeep Kulshrestha, he is working very hard, and large number of webinar and large number of classes online is being conducted by School of Law. And I'm sure the students of the college will be able to complete their syllabus and will be able to know what is happening, and they will be able to complete their syllabus. As I have been informed by Srivastava to me that almost 22 teams are participating today in this moot court competition. So it is a platform to share their ideas and learn something new, what is happening. And I'm sure in these 3 days competitions, where many good legal luminaries are there, they will be guiding to all of you. Whatever queries you have in your mind, they will be able to sort out your queries. On this COVID-19 pandemic, not only this country, but entire world is suffering a lot. But I look forward, you all as a legal professional, how can you contribute to society at large, at your level? Because nowadays I'm seeing the people at large, psychologically, they are in the very negative thoughts. As a professional, you all should be very closely associated with the society, try to motivate them, give a positivity note to all of them. It is a matter of time, I'm sure, and in the next 3 to 6 months' time, this problem is going to be over. How best we can utilize these times, we must spend much time to our family, friends, maybe by digital or virtual. This is only the way it is available at this point of time. But whenever I'm interacting with my friends and other colleagues, they said, Mr. Gupta, sometime back we were saying we do not have time. Now it is a time, whatever things we wanted to learn it is the time we can learn it. Nowadays, I'm also learning something new. I'm going through Gita, I'm going through these Vedas. It is the time that you can spend yourself and you can develop your specialty. Maybe when the class is going to start, you all will be very busy with your colleagues and completing your syllabus, but this time will never come. So I look forward that each one of the students, that whatever they feel, whatever their interest of area, they will try to develop their skills. And I'm sure in these 3 days' time, you will come across with a lot of new and good innovative ideas by our eminent speakers, and which will give a lot of what is happening in the legal studies. And by participating in this virtual conference, you will be able to develop your argument skills, soft skills, and how to argue these cases, and which will give a lot of happiness to all of you. I once again congratulate to Professor Srivastav and his team and all the students. As been said, the entire event is being run and managed by our students, and I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I now request our Chief Guest, Honorable Shri Justice Pradeep Kumar Srivastava, sir.
One second,
Sir
one
is
second.
the
Aishwarya,
judge.
one second. Aishwarya, one second.
Yes, sir.
I,
Yes,
I
sir.
think Honorable Chancellor, sir, is there.
Hi, very much. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay.
Welcome, sir.
I would now like to request Honorable Shri P.K. Gupta, sir, Chancellor, Sharda University.
Good morning, everyone. And let me first thanks to Dr. Pradeep Srivastava ji that he has been a guiding force right from his Noida days till now. And every time, he encouraged Sharda, University as well as your Law School of Law. Thanks, sir, for your love and affection for this institution. And special thanks to Pradeep Kulsista and Dr. Our advisor. So I think this is the first time actually we are seeing this kind of digital communication, because I have been like old thought person who always believe in one-to-one, an eye-to-eye connection and to build the relationship. But I think this is the new normal. How far we are going to be accepting this kind of seminars and webinars. But anyway, that's the only choice we have right now to to deal with the society. And we are passing with a very tough phase, and there is something like that. Now we are in the ship and in middle of the sea, and you have huge storms around you. You do not know which direction this country is going and the world is going. And the border tension on the China side and on the other side, the Pakistan on the other side, this corona as well as the economy. It's a very tough time for everyone. And I think we have to evolve a new methodology, new ideas about to cope up with this situation. But I personally believe there is always an opportunity in every adversity. And I think the student who is going to participate in this seminar across the country will definitely share the ideas and will discuss about the new emerging laws. And I think we will have to see the maybe new laws, particularly what the Dr. Kulsista says about the legal litigation about that the insurance company is going to face and the banks are going to face. I think there is going to be legal cases going to emerge across the world after this pandemic is over, because the world has to restart from there, from the sketch. I would like to congratulate all those members who have been participating and all those faculty members who have been working very hard to make this institution a great institution and fulfilling the dream of our university as well as my late father, Sri Anand Swarup ji, and which Dr. Pradeep Kulsista has been organizing this seminar. I think it's the first time I'm addressing on the web, but I personally believe the relationship, particularly when we will meet together, have a cup of tea, and then chat with. So how we are going to compensate, this webinar. I don't know. I have no words to express. But anyway, my heartiest congratulations for this team who has been in this program, and wish you all the best for this 3 days workshop, and hope the new ideas and new thought will come out. And let's people, the youngsters are quite comfortable, for this kind of. But for me, I love to see the people in one-to-one. Thank you. Wish you all the best. God bless everybody.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. I would now request our Chief Guest, Honorable Shri Justice Pradeep Kumar Srivastava, sir is a judge at Allahabad High Court.
Sir, please unmute your mic, sir. Your mic mute, sir. Thank you, Lordship. Pragati, please help Lordship to reconnect. I think, Sir, please unmute your mic, sir. Your mic is mute, sir. Lordship was mentioning that he's not comfortable with technology, like Chancellor Sir mentioned. And Lordship's daughter, she is future judge. She was helping him setting up with this. So within few moments, he'll again reconnect.
I
Please
think
be.
all of us who are in the senior age group, I think, face the same difficulty. But fortunately, we are all slowly coming up and trying to, cope up with that technology. And I think day is not far off when we will pick up this technology also. Now, as so far as I'm concerned, I think I'm attending 1 or 2 webinars every day. And when I was attending my first or second webinar, I was really perplexed whether I will be able to handle it or not. But fortunately, I find it is so easy, it is so comfortable, and you save a lot of time, you save a lot of money, you save a lot of energy. And as the Chancellor was also mentioning, of course, you, miss the hospitality which normally the organizer extend to when you physically meet. But in virtual conferences, you have an advantage where, of course, you see everybody and you are concentrating on one particular thing. Your attention is not going here and there. So I think that's a big advantage. And future is, of course, of the technology, no doubt about it. But obviously, the technology cannot replace the human being. That goes without saying. Until the time we are using technology as a tool, I think it is best for us. The moment we allow technology to become our master, probably that will not be the day we are all looking for. We are not looking for that day. Technology only helps us. I hope Justice Srivastav has been able to come online, or still working on it.
Working on it.
Okay, no problem.
So before this lockdown, we were also not technically savvy, but this lockdown period taught us so many new things.
Yes, Mr. Pradeep, what you are saying, it is absolutely right. And I'm seeing in the online teaching, the attendance is also improving like anything.
Yes,
because
sir.
nowadays the students are at home, so they all are in the lockdown. So when I was discussing with our Agra campuses and here also, Professor Khara, they said the attendance is also improving it, and the assignment being given to the students, that they are also submitting within the time. That's really a great thing.
No, in fact, not only the teaching, so far as the judicial functioning is concerned, you must have observed that earlier judges as well as the advocates were reluctant to hold the courts through video conferencing, except for remand matters through the jail or some family dispute matters where evidence is to be recorded from abroad. Only that was going on. But now every day, I think almost 100 of cases are being heard. Of course, there is a classification and only urgent matters are being heard. But the fact remains, a process has begun. And it has begun on a good note. And I think the routine cases probably can be attended to, which will reduce the pendency in the courts also, and it will expedite the decision-taking process also.
Yes, COVID-19 pandemic, on this adversity, they will be able to dot what is technology. Technology was there, but we were not using it.
Yes,
now,
that's
this lockdown, there is no alternate with us except to use this technology. We will come closer only by technology.
It was only reluctance on our part not to use it, but so far as technology is concerned, it was already there. Only thing is some glitches are still there, like the one which we are facing today. Justice is online, I suppose.
Welcome to Justice.
Yes, Lordship, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Respected Shri Pradeep Kumar Gupta ji, the Chancellor, Sharda University, Shri V.K. Gupta, the Pro-Chancellor, Shri Sibran Khara, Vice-Chancellor, Professor P.K. Malhotra, Professor of Law, Law School, Professor Pradeep Kumar Kulshresth, Dean Law School, all the faculty members, dear students, and all the participating students in this smooth court competition, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, I would like to congratulate the Sharda University for organizing this first Anand Swaroop Gupta Memorial National Virtual Moot Court Competition 2020 in the period of lockdown, totally by way of video conferencing. When we talk about moot court competitions, we are fully aware that the law schools who are involved in imparting legal education to the students, they just give input about the legal knowledge and about the law and rules which they are likely to apply, either working as a judge or as a lawyer or as a teacher in a law school. But no law school has been able to create a curriculum, a detailed curriculum, nor it is possible at all to teach all laws and rules because they are so in numbers that virtually it is not possible to put them in a curriculum. So the student of law, whenever he joins the legal practice, he is always expected to maintain the continuity in reading law books and journals. The moot court competitions, they are helpful because they provide some good idea about the court working and give a lot of exposure about the court climate. We also know that the legal text is entirely different when it is applied in a court of law. Therefore, the applicational aspect is usually learned when a student appears before the court, either as an intern or having some exposure in the court working as a student. I remember that when I was District Judge Noida, the students of Sharda University and other universities used to come to have an exposure about the court working. So it is very difficult sometimes for a newcomer to appear before the court, to make submissions, to address, because it requires a lot of confidence, and virtually the lawyer appearing before the court, he should not be hesitant. But to be hesitant is quite natural, and it depends upon the individual student how he handles it. I can remind you about Mahatma Gandhi when he was appearing before the courts at initial stage. If we go through the autobiography of Mahatma Gandhi, he has written certain instances about his feelings and about his hesitation while appearing in the courts. So, when he appeared in the courts, he found himself totally unable to address before the court or to speak anything. And finally, he prepared his arguments in writing, and when he tried to read the arguments, he could read only half of the arguments, and he has written that his eyes were full of tears and he was not able to complete the arguments. So the first thing and the first advantage of these moot courts is to remove the hesitation which is always there in the mind of the individual law student. Then, of course, the second thing which is always required to become a good lawyer is to choose the branch. It is not possible for a lawyer to go in every field. He will have to choose whether he has to appear before the Supreme Court or before the High Court or before the District Court. In High Courts or Supreme Courts, it is always required that one should be very humble and polite and very patient in making submissions. And at the same time, it is also required that he should be very precise in making submissions. We all know that there may not be enough time for every case to be heard at length or in detail. So, preparation of the brief notes and preparation of the points which the lawyer proposes to submit before the court is the crux how he can put forward his arguments. Then, of course, a legal updation is always required. There are various forums, we all know. One can appear in tribunal, one can appear in corporate, even one can appear in the district courts also. The working in the district courts is a little different because everything has to be seen in view of the factual matrix in a particular case. Because there is always a factual difference between one or other case. Therefore, a regular marshalling of the facts is always required, and for that the student is expected to not only read the law books but also read the books of other disciplines just depicting the social problems and the individual and human conducts in the society. The changes in the conduct of the human beings in the society is also and should also be noticed by an upcoming lawyer or a student of law because it helps a lot in making the preparation so far as the factual matrix is concerned. At the district level, because there may be civil litigation or there may be criminal litigation, but both are litigated on a very different footing. We all know that civil litigations, they relate to the legal right and status of individual, and it is on the parties who are claiming or denying the rights to put their cases. In criminal litigation, the major responsibility is shouldered by the state in prosecuting a person who has been found to have committed a crime and against whom a charge has been framed by the courts. There, at every stage, it is always required that one should keep focus on the statements made by the witnesses in the court, and not only this, but also when such a statement is being recorded in the courts, he should be very, very vigilant because all the witnesses react differently to a question put to them. Particularly when there is a one party is women, then the liar should be very, very cautious, because the way they reply to the questions put to them may often damage their own cases. So at the right stage, they have to make intervention during the course of their examination. Similar is the situation when suppose there is a teacher who is a party or a witness to a case, because teachers are very sensitive and sometimes very sensible to the questions put to them, and it is always made by the other counsel to irritate him and get a favorable answer. So there, the role of the counsel becomes very, very important to not only pacify himself, but also pacify such clients who may damage themselves while replying to a question put to them in the courts. Then, if suppose that one is expected to put forward a submission before the constitutional courts or high courts, we all know that the major area in which the arguments are placed before these courts, they relate to the discretion of the courts. So, respectful submission, politeness, patience, and preciseness is very, very required. The point which can click in the case and which can appeal to the mind of the judge, it should be noted and it should be put forward very precisely without waiting for a lot many details. In the higher courts, actually the judges are more prepared because they have the opportunity to go through the file, and therefore the factual matrix is not required to be repeated in detail, and they can be just mentioned briefly in terms of the relief which is being claimed by the counsel of the party. And thereafter, that point which is going to help or which is going to click in the mind of the judge, that should be mentioned, and there the argument should end. At the same time, it is always required that the liar should be very much aware about the psychology of the individual judges. And the eye contact during the course of argument is very, very necessary. There you can be able to read what argument is appealing and what argument is denying the presiding judge. And accordingly, you can mold your arguments. So the eye contact should always be maintained. We all know that at present, the law students are being taught very seriously about the law and legal implications. It was not like early days when legal education was not taken that seriously. Now, the student who is coming for legal education, particularly the 5 years course, they are enough serious and they are very much cautious and conscious about their career. So they devote a lot of time in studying law and in understanding law. In our times, every student just has a bunk from the classes, but at present it is not the practice, and we always find that all the law students are busy in their study in their classes, and that is a unique change in our legal education system. The legal education perhaps is now being taken very, very seriously, and that is very, very helpful in preparing good lawyers. in the country. I am very thankful that I have been given opportunity to be with you and to be part of this moot court competition. I propose to inaugurate this moot court competition. I extend my thanks to all of you, particularly the Sharda University management, who have gone for such a wonderful event, even in such tedious days of lockdown, where nothing is possible except sitting in the room. So this effort, I must congratulate everybody. It could have been much better, I believe. I am a traditionalist, so I always believe to be with you personally whenever such event takes place. But then it is locked down and it is not at all possible. But utilizing this time in such a tremendous way by the Sharda University, and as I have been told that almost 700 online programs have been organized. It is great and it is amazing. I congratulate you and all of you for doing this good work. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lordship.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for motivating all of us here. Now I would like to request Dr. Irfan, Assistant Professor, School of Law, for the vote of thanks.
Thank you very much, Ashwarya.
Thank you, sir.
It's my pleasure to propose a vote of thanks, that wide and deep indebtedness to those who have taken time off from their hectic schedule. I may be allowed to make particular reference to few of them. Among these debts, the greatest is to Honorable Chief Guest Shri Justice Pradeep Kumar Srivastava, Judge, Allahabad High Court, not only in terms of their valuable address, but particularly also for their valuable observations. Honorable Shri P.K. Gupta, Chancellor, Sharda University, and Honorable Y.K. Gupta, Pro-Chancellor, Sharda University, whom I must single out, under whose guidance and support we undertook this preliminary task of conducting the virtual moot. It is a pleasure to express a similar debt. I must also mention more specific debt to Professor P.K. Malhotra, former Secretary, Ministry of Law and Justice, and Distinguished Professor, School of Law, for their generous address. Further, I must be allowed to mention a number of more specific debt to Professor Sibaram Khare, Vice Chancellor, Sharda University, and Professor Pradeep Kulshreshtha, Dean, School of Law, who enabled us by their wisdom and knowledge, admiration and guidance in phases while we were out of box, and enriched our approach to begin successfully. I cannot refrain from specifying the debt we owe to the participating teams and the judges for their efforts, and wish them all the best. Thanking you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. I would like to thank all of you to be a part of this event, and good luck for the prelims, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lordship.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lordship.